Welcome back, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. My name is Pritesh with KAIZN Crypto. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all some updates we've seen from projects building on Cardano. I've got some DeFi news for you. I've got some market sentiments. Right now, things are a little bit shaky, but we are still seeing these addresses accumulating ADA. I wanted to share with you all some of my thoughts on the overall cryptocurrency markets and how Cardano ties into that. So if you all do find some value from this video here today, please be sure to drop a like for me. It really lets me know that you found some value from this type of content. If you do want to stay updated with everything related to the Cardano ecosystem, I post how-to videos, news and updates, all that kind of stuff here on this channel. You definitely don't want to miss it. Be sure to hit that subscribe and click that notification bell so you know exactly when I post a new video. So jumping right into the content, taking a look at DripDropz.io, this is going to be the highlight of some of the content we're going to be talking about here in this video. DripDropz.io is a token distribution platform built on Cardano, and I did several videos in the past talking about this. If you haven't already checked out my how-to video, if you're interested in using the DripDropz platform, I would recommend you check that out. It's a great way to get up to speed with this platform. What we've seen recently is that the Hoskinson 2022 whiteboard video is now available to claim as a fungible token. So this is brought to us by the Alexandria project. Very, very cool to see this. I actually claimed mine yesterday. So this is what it looks like on pool.pm. We see here Charles Hoskinson delivering his 2022 dApps in development whiteboard video. Very nice to see all the neat things that are contained within the metadata for this token. We've got a nice visual here brought to us by Smogpool. We've also got several PDFs, so some important documentation, some really nice text here included in the metadata. Very cool to see that. There are going to be lots more things coming from the Alexandria project. So a big thank you to them for what they're doing. I made a tweet about this yesterday. I did go ahead and claim mine, saying a huge thank you for bringing us decentralized education via blockchain publications. Very, very excited about that. Also, as far as DripDropz goes, if you were part of the Sunday Swap ISO and you did claim those Sunday tokens, you may have noticed how quickly those tokens arrived in your wallet. And the reason for that is because DripDropz now starting this pilot program with these droperators. These droperators essentially have allocated resources to be able to facilitate transactions that include drip transactions that much faster. And I think it's done a great job so far. So what they have here as an incentive for any single stake pool operators who are looking to help this project, a 10% increase in drip tokens for all delegates in your pool. And your pool will also be included in an exclusive parameter displayed on the token project's onboarding. And DripDropz will advertise your pool on a rotating header banner. So those are some of the benefits of being a DripDropz droperator. We can see here also, this is what it looks like on the website. It features the stake pool. It gives you the ticker. If you click on it, it'll give you more information about that specific pool. This is for Love Stake Pool. So great to see that. DripDropz is doing incredible things. Now, tying into the DeFi news. So we found out today that AADA Finance is going to be doing a token drop. So this is going to be in a partnership that was just announced, saying that they've partnered with the Liqwid Finance team. So these two guys have partnered up and they're going to be dropping these AADA tokens to Liqwid token holders. So what it says from this tweet is that 50,000 AADA tokens are going to be made available using the DripDropz platform to all LQ token holders. So if you hold one or more token, you'll be able to get 10 AADA starting on March 11th. There were several questions about this airdrop, so we are still waiting more information. I will be sure to keep you all updated as to any next steps that we hear from this. The snapshot of the LQ token holders will happen in a few days. So you do have a little bit of time, I guess, in that sense. So if you wanted to get prepared for it, a couple questions was, is it 10 per LQ token or 10 in general? So that's a great question from Darren, and I think that it's worth noting that if you have more than one LQ token, are you going to be eligible to receive more than 10 AADA? So we are waiting for that information. Also, a lot of people saying, well, I've got my LQ supplied in a liquidity pool. Am I still eligible? Now, I'm not entirely sure of the final details of what they say about it, but from what I'm assuming, because in order to be able to use the DripDropz platform, you do have to have a registered stake address. And in this case, if they're going to be taking a snapshot of any tokens held within a wallet, I don't know if you would be eligible if your tokens have been provided as liquidity to a pool. And the reason for that is because when you provide your token to a liquidity pool, you're essentially putting that token into a smart contract and you're receiving the LP tokens back in return. So technically, you don't have custody of that token. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can come up with there for anybody who is supplying these LQ tokens to a liquidity pool. I don't know the final details of that, but I will be sure to keep you all posted. Next up, as far as the DeFi news, we've got MinSwap. MinSwap saying that the AADA trading pair has now been seeded by the AADA project and is now live on the MinSwap DEX. Make sure to provide liquidity before the launch of Min Yield Farming, and it gives you a link to their website. So MinSwap is another great Cardano DEX that's doing some incredible things. I'm looking forward to all the DeFi that's happening. We see a lot of partnerships with the Cardano DeFi Alliance. A lot of these protocols are teaming up and trying to solve these different problems by working together, and it's incredible to see that. Next, we see a centralized exchange listing for a decentralized exchange project. So one of my favorite DEXs is the MuesliSwap DEX, and it says here an article from CoinEx that they will list Milk token on March 7th. It gives us some more information of when this token will go live for trading. It's going to be a Milk USDT trading pair, so you'll be able to swap your milk for USD. Very cool. I think that what this is showing is that the DeFi ecosystem on Cardano is growing slowly but surely, and it's incredible to see these centralized exchange listings for these DeFi projects. Very, very cool. Now, a lot of the market sentiment that we've seen lately, just with all of the geopolitical stuff happening, with this amount of uncertainty with the world where we stand right now, the markets have been a little bit bloody lately. The markets for Cardano right now, ADA is still under $1, well under $1. I think it's about 80 cents. And what we see from this article, this is from CoinDesk, saying that the whales are accumulating ADA. Large investors have boosted their coin stash by more than 40% this year. Now, I don't want to read this article, but I do want to show you this very, very cool graphic that we see here. This is from Into the Block, and it shows us the balance by holdings. So this dark black line is the price in ADA. We see that the price hit a peak back in September of 2021. And that's when I think we topped around about $3. And what we saw was the amount of wallet addresses. Now it shows us this light green line, which is wallet addresses holding between 1 million to 10 million ADA, was pretty much stagnant, right? There wasn't really much going on there. As the price has continued to fall, however, we see that the number of wallet addresses containing 1 to 10 million ADA has risen significantly. So as this price of ADA has gone down, large investors are looking at this as an opportunity. And we know that a lot of these players are not looking at this investment as something that they want to jump into for the short term, flip it, and then make a quick buck. These are going to be long-term investors. So that's going to be an interesting thing to keep a note of as we're making these decisions and trying to navigate this market. It's very, very interesting to see the opportunity that's currently taking place right now, and large players are certainly taking a keen interest into what's being built here on Cardano. Now, I wanted to take a look with all the DeFi news that we had discussed today. DeFi Llama is one of the websites that I've been frequently visiting just to keep an eye on some of these different projects. And now that we see things like providing liquidity and all these AMM style DEXs now coming on board, TVL is an important metric to keep an eye on. TVL stands for Total Value Locked. Now, what we see here currently, this is for the entire Cardano DeFi ecosystem. TVL, in terms of the dollar valuation, is 165 million. We see here SundaeSwap is top in the rankings for the total value locked with 118 million. The SundaeSwap dominance in the overall DeFi ecosystem on Cardano is about 71%. Now, we've got a couple other popular names here as well, like MinSwap and MuesliSwap. with some significant value, not huge compared to Sunday Swap. But one thing I am keeping an eye on is to see how this rises over time. And just to put things into perspective a little bit, so if we take a look at the DeFi ecosystem over on Ethereum, one thing to note just right off the bat is the TVL compared to Cardano is an order of magnitude, right? So 108 billion as opposed to what we saw on Cardano was just over 100 million. So I think in terms of the DeFi ecosystem on Cardano, it's definitely worth paying attention to the TVL metric here. So DeFi Llama would recommend it. It's a great way to see all these different projects and how they rank up against each other. So there is still a significant room to run here for Cardano DeFi. In order to keep up to date with all of the stuff happening on Cardano, I'm constantly having to switch between different media outlets like Twitter, YouTube, Telegram, Discord, you name it. And wherever you go, you're always going to find somebody who doesn't necessarily like what's happening.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much for coming. We really enjoyed having you. Y'all take care now, okay? And be safe. Make sure you pack your mittens in your coat, okay? It get very cold out there, and it's a dangerous world, but bye-bye, okay? We'll miss you. Mwah. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. Well, I hope that you enjoyed that. This was a fun video for me. It's exciting to see what is currently being built right now on Cardano. As you all know, we are here for the long run, and it's going to be an exciting time to be a part of the Cardano ecosystem as we move forward. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like for me before you head out today, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.